Hi there, it's day 29 of our 40 days of intimacy with God. And today we're reading from 1 John. We're at the very end of the book in chapter 5, verses 16 through to 21. Have you ever seen a movie where the movie's going great and then at the end it just seems to have a really quick ending? It's like, well, before I knew it, the film was over. Well, 1 John, I find a little bit like that. It's a great book, but these last few verses are almost like John is running out of time to write it. He packs in lots of different things in the last few verses. He doesn't even really end a letter with a common way of ending a letter of sort of sending greetings. There are three things you'll see in here where he says, we know that, and a different we know that. It's always funny when someone says, you know, and you think, I'm not sure I do know. I'd encourage you to read these three things that apparently we know that. We know that everyone who's been born of God doesn't keep on sinning. We know that we're from God. We know that the Son of God has come. These three different things that apparently we know. And maybe the people who read this letter did know those things, but quite often we don't. Quite often we read it and go, well, I'm not sure I really do know that. So I'd encourage you to read this, especially the we know that's, and maybe just take one of them that is not so solid in your heart, solid in your understanding, and read it and focus on it, meditate on it, and allow it to sink in so that you do know it. The great thing I love about this letter is its last sentence is not even a kind of goodbye. It just says, keep yourself from idols. It's like his final conclusion is, you know what, all this is great, but don't go running after anyone else but God. Don't go spending anything of your effort on anything but the greatest prize there ever is upon your relationship with Jesus. And as we think about our 40 days of intimacy, wouldn't it be tragic to have an intimate relationship with anything but the God who made the universe, the God who loved you, the eternal, holy, righteous one? Keep yourself from idols. Well, like I said, just in these last few verses of this letter, there's a lot packed in. I'd encourage you, read it, maybe pick on one of the themes, meditate upon that and let it sink into you. Have a great day.